Hi everybody, Brett back, high altitude scale modeling with another old school Sprue review, and this one is old school. This is a kit from the early 60s and I have not found a date on it yet. It's a 62 Buick Convertible, and I've always loved the look of this old Buick Convertible, and I never knew there was a kit with it until I saw it on eBay. And it was a relatively decent price, $100. I couldn't pass it up because it's all here and it looks good. So there's top of the box, 3-in-1 kit, customized. There's other 3-in-1 kits available. You can build it as a competition. Here is what the stock version looks like. It's the only picture of the stock version on the whole box. Customizing parts that come in it. Wire wheels, custom wheels, hood scoops, bumpers, knockoffs, spinners. It's got an engine, of course, and it's not going to be a phenomenally highly detailed kit, as you can imagine. And it's not going to sit in this box and get built sometime in 2025. So here's the chrome parts. You know, they're getting scratched. They're 60 years old, but the chrome is, look how shiny that chrome is. When it's so scratched, I might leave them that color. There's a trophy in here. This custom grill's completely cut out. So there's what 60s chrome parts look like. I've never seen a 60s kit. Instructions we'll look at later. This came with a body wrapped in bubble wrap. So here is the body, and it looks great. It's solid plastic. There's mold line right here, mold line right here, one down this fender, down the front of this fender, but this is a beautiful body. Look, you've got Buick and the Buick logo engraved back there. You've got, show it, white knot Electra 225 engraved right there. Got nice door handles. You've got the openings for the fake vents. Got your hood vents there. You got your visors molded in. And yeah, you can see you're gonna have to screw it on, but the plastic's not overly thick. Here's an old school thing. Everything is inside the interior, including, you can see the texture for the carpeting. The door panels have raised detail on them, and they're pleated. Your pedals, your speaker in the back seats. That's not terrible either. Put some seat belts on there, or maybe not, because a lot of them either didn't have seat belts or they tucked them under because no one was using seat belts back then. And the chassis, you know, there's the part you're not going to see except for the fender wells in the engine compartment, which has a little bit of hose detail on both sides. You know, it's going to require some cleanup. Underneath, you've got a very detailed floor pan. Your rear end's molded in along with the drive shaft. Your exhaust is molded in, your fuel tank, your front suspension, it's all molded in. But it all fits beautifully. Put this in here, it slides on there. This slides on there, you screw it all in. You got a beautiful fit. Just like that. Next, the parts are off the sprues, obviously. You've got a spare tire cover. There's some of the customizing parts. There are seat belts right there. Look at that. As soon as I said it, actual seat belts, molded seat belts. When do you see that? This is the stand for the trophy. Some more customizing parts. And an engine half. And again, this is old, so your exhaust manifold's molded in. But the detail's there. There's detail in your battery. Look at that. Radiator, nice detail, and then the cap. There's a telephone to put in it. Look at that. You got a phone. license plate, steering column, your fan detail. There's a roof. And this roof, if you put it in, because it fits over the interior, you put it in here, like so. And because it's set inside, as a convertible top would be, to go down. And yeah, if you don't do it right, there's a little bit of a gap right there. But I'm sure there's a way to easily clean it up. And there's some ejector pin marks inside if you're going to use it. But there's also the old days when there's all your mechanism for closing it, your top too. Nice. Your tires, your axles, and your screws. White wall on one side, black wall on the other. I don't know if there's writing on them. Those are very solid rubber tires that are going to need some cleanup. White wall, black wall, no wording. This is the kind of car that just begs for white wall. And there's your screws to hold it together. Wheel backs. One of the front valence or rear valence. Your boot for your convertible top, which would sit perfectly right there. And I would make it a convertible. That's the point of having this car. And front firewall with your heater, your brake booster, wiring, and this looks like your rear valence. Not into that box yet. You got a center console if you so desire. One of the customizing parts. And this is the top of the engine, intake manifold and the distributor. And when I build this, I will probably get a resin engine to put in it. More wheel backs. This goes inside the rear tire, fake rear tire, or spare tire, sorry. There's Buick on it. The other half of the engine. Instrument panel. And the bag here contains the hood. It's got a little bit of a gap. But who knows, maybe the real car had a little bit of a gap. Your glass, which I'm now going to put into a separate bag. A rear bumper. And they used to put the dates in the bumpers for the license plate area. Front bumper. The standard front bumper. Fan assembly. Clear lights. Always for customizing parts. And steering wheel. And I'm not going to take the rest of these parts out because I don't want to lose them, but your red for your tail lights, chrome for your tail lights, all that's in here. So I'll put these parts back in here. Get a bag for the front glass. And lastly, decals and instructions. Here are 60-year-old decals with funky flames. NASCAR logos. Obviously those won't be used. And decals. A little bit about the car. And then you start. Slap that engine together. Put the engine on the chassis. I wouldn't put the wheels on, obviously. In the interior, there's a bunch of custom parts. More custom parts for the interior, inside the body. Completion of the stock assembly. Completion of the custom assembly. So, this is telling you what parts to use for the custom assembly. Competition, which parts to use for that. Stock, which parts to use for that. Okay, now it's interesting. Where did I see it? A little bit about George Barris and his customizing hints. Wanted to show you. It's telling you if you want side pipes, get them out of 62 Merc kit. If you want 4 horizontal bars for your grill, get them out of 62 Corvair kit. If you want Nerf bars and taillight shrouds, get them out of 62 Pontiac kit. So it tells you which kit to get parts out of. If you want mag wheels, 62 Corvette, 62 Corvair, 62 Meteor. And then AMT spray lacquers. So, this is a very old school story. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed looking at these old things. I sure do. This one right here. If I could find more of them at a good price, I'd buy more of them. I got lucky on this one and I just knocked a chrome part off. Gotta put it in the bag. There you have it. 62 Buick Convertible Electra 225. Early 60s kit from AMT. I say, if you can get it, build it, buy it and build it. Don't just keep it up there looking good. Build it. Put it on your shelf. Sit your ass to the bench. Build something classic. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your hobby.